I went to Scotland on a simple organized trip. Nothing special, just a few days away. I didn't expect much from it, but it changed how I think about adventures. And I didn't realize that until I was already there. For a long time, I thought adventure was something you were or you weren't. Like some people just had it figured out, and some other didn't. I look at people doing big trips, cycling across countries, traveling solo, exploring places completely different from everyday life, and I thought, that looks amazing. But also, how do you even start something like that? Because the gap between my life at the time and that felt huge. So I did something small. I booked a simple organized trip to Scotland, and I didn't expect to teach me what it actually did. Now, this wasn't a solo expedition, it was an organized tour, and that was intentional. I wanted adventures, but I also wanted certainty. The accommodation was sorted, the route was planned, there were other people in the group. It felt like a safe way to start. Even then, I wasn't completely sure about it. Would I enjoy it? Would it be worth it? Will I come back thinking it was a mistake? But I went anyway. And honestly, the first evening was the hardest part. Not because of Scotland, not because of the travel, but because I walked into the room full of people I didn't know. And everyone was already talking, getting to know each other, and I just stood there for a moment thinking, okay, this is happening. Part of me wanted just to stay quiet, to just mind my business and observe, keep to myself. But I knew if I did that, I probably would feel disconnected the whole trip. So I pushed myself a little, not because I felt confident, but because it seems like the better option at the time. And after a while, the feeling passed, but something else started to stand out, the schedule. One of the reasons I chose an organized trip, that's because everything was planned. At first it felt like reassuring, but then I started noticing something. We arrived somewhere incredible, I loved it, I take my camera out, I start filming, I start doing picture, taking it in, and then was time to leave. I remember standing beside a log one day, and everything was quiet, the kind of place to stop, make you talk even without realizing it. I had my camera out, and I was finally slowing down to enjoy it properly. But then I realized we were leaving in 10 minutes. And that moment stayed with me, because that's when something clicked. The trip wasn't teaching me whether I like adventures, I already knew I did. But it was teaching me how I like to experience them. I realized I don't just like to see places, I want the freedom to experience them at my own pace, to stay longer somewhere if I want to take my time for photo and video, and to change direction if something catch my attention. And that's something I will never have figured out, just staying at home thinking about it. I had to experience it. Looking back, I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. They expect the first adventure to be perfect. The perfect destination, the perfect plan, the perfect experience, but I don't think that's what it's for. I think his job is to teach you something, to help you understand yourself a little bit better, to give you information you didn't have before. Because every trip teaches you something, what you enjoy, what you don't, what matters to you and what doesn't. And that's what helps you decide what to do next. That's why Scotland matters so much to me. Not because it was the best trip I have ever done, and not because it changed everything overnight, but because it gave me direction. Not certainty, direction. It helped me understand what I wanted more of and what I wanted less. Looking back, Scotland taught me something I didn't understand at the time. Confidence didn't come from waiting until I felt ready. It came from taking the step, learning from it, and then taking another one. And when I look back at the trip I did after Scotland, I noticed something. None of them happened all at once. Each one was just building on the one before. I didn't realize that at the time, but that idea changed how I think about adventure completely. But that's a story for another video. For now, I'm just glad that I took that first step. Because Scotland didn't give me all the answers. It just gave me the next one. And sometimes that's all you need. If you want to follow the journey and you're into this kind of stuff, just keep following this channel and subscribe, because I will be posting the next video about it the next few weeks. Bye!